Creature, level 19 upgrade. So there's a few things I'm going to be doing with this upgrade, but the first thing I'm going to be taking care of are the rod ends for the shock guards. Now, a while ago, GeoStealth R1 donated these shock guards, which is awesome, but he never did include the rod ends. Well, he finally sent me the rod ends, and now I'm finally going to be able to install them. Now, the reason why I want to install these is that you can see they're square. That way this thing doesn't rotate around. So what I'm going to do is simply unscrew this bottom screw. Now I'm just going to pop the shock out, move it to the side. This way I can go ahead and take off the shock guard, which is always easier said than done. Come on. There we go. Take off the shock spring, and now I'm going to go ahead and use some pliers with some high quality foam and simply take off the rod end. Okay, once that's off, I need to go ahead and pop out the steel hollow ball. And now it can only go out one way because one side is wider than the other, but I'm just going to use some pliers and with the right force, pop it out. Okay, and that can just be used for something else, and now I need to go ahead and pop the pivot ball into the RPM rod end. Just like this. Ta-da! Now I just got to screw it back on. Now that it's on, all I have to do is put the spring back in, put the shock guard back on, and then put it back into the A-arm and reattach the screw that holds it to the A-arm. And there we go! I am done with one shock, and you can see that it doesn't turn all the way around, unlike the ones with the round rod ends. So now it's the same exact process for the other 4 shocks. And all 4 shocks are taken care of. Now, before I move on to the next thing I'm going to be doing, I have to tell you what I already did. Now, if you'll notice, the wires that go from the ESC to the motor are significantly shorter than they used to be. That's because I ended up cutting about 2-3 inches of wire off because I just didn't need it that long. This also means I'm not going to be using this wire tie down anymore. Now this was meant for the VXL motor, but since the wires are that much shorter, I don't need it anymore. So I'm going to be moving that to Reaper, my Stampede 4x4. So GeoStealth, along with those rod ends, ended up donating this awesome green mesh. So I'm going to be putting this over the wires and holding it down with some shrink tubes. So this is really simple. I'm just going to unplug the wires, slide the mesh on there, shrink the tube on top of it, and that's it. Check it out. GeoStealth gave me the right exact amount. So I was able to do all 3 wires on top and on bottom, and it looks good. Keep that green theme going on. Thanks again, Geo, and that was Creature's level 19 upgrade.